Hello, this is A&R Gaming, or, well, it's me, Jack. I thought I'd do a quick vlog, because I've realised I've got a pretty powerful computer, and I haven't really shown off what's really in it. So granted, I know if you go to the About page on our actual channel, it says what's in there, but I've never actually full out said exactly what's in the case, and I figured, why not start? This is my desktop, as you may have seen when recordings have failed, and I thought it would be fine to keep it in. This is, I think if I remember right, this is a picture of the Highlands. I can't remember who took the picture, but I like using it as my desktop entirely because it's very blue, and blueness instills tranquility and a clearer sense of mind. It helps you think more further into the future. And this is science, this isn't just random rubbish. Apparently blue light does that, so I chose a very blue picture for that. So yeah, so this is my computer. I've got it down on the side right now. Normally I have it down in that little cubby hole there, and that's a card, we'll ignore that. But yes, this is my computer. As you can see, the case is a NZXT Phantom 410. I decided not to go for the full-size Phantom entirely because I didn't think I needed it at the time. And now, if anything, I'm thinking of going with the 820 because I need the room desperately, and you'll see why once I open up the computer. So yes, this is the inside of my computer. Excuse the dust and the horrific attempt at cable management. Yeah, this case is quite small, so it makes it really difficult considering there's a lot of cabling, so it did make it quite difficult, and in hindsight there are quite a lot of things I could have done better, but I can rectify that when I get a new case. So we'll start off with the power supply, which as you can see is a Corsair CS750M. Now I got this because I needed more power, because I was getting a new graphics card, which you can quickly see there. Yeah, I needed more power because generally, if I remember rightly, like 1,000 is the most you'll ever need, at least currently, until they come out with more. Usually 1,000 is the best you ever need, but for this graphics card it recommended a 750 watt power supply. So at the time, initially I had a 500 watt power supply because that's all I needed. But of course I needed more power, and so yeah, I changed things. So let's see what else it is. So over here, of course, I have my hard drives. I have two hard drives. I have one. They're both regular, normal, everyday hard drives. Nothing special. I don't have any of the solid state drives. I partly wish I did have a solid state drive, but to be honest, with the size of this case and with what I'm about to show you with the graphics card, you'll understand why I need a bigger case. And also, I don't really feel like formatting everything and starting again, because perfectly honest, I wouldn't be able to fit that much on the actual hard drive, on the solid state hard drive itself, unless I paid a lot of money, and that's money I don't currently have. So yeah, essentially they're both, I can't remember if they're 2 terabytes, 1 terabyte, I think they're both a terabyte each, so I've got 2 terabytes. I think the next one I'm going to, when I get a new case upgrade, that'll be the third hard drive. The third hard drive I'm going to try and get a 3 terabyte case hard drive and then take it from there. I don't know how I'm going to exactly use that third one for, but I have for a while thought about, with my main hard drive, moving all my games onto that other hard drive, or I might even buy a solid state drive just for the games. I don't really know. I'll figure it out later. So next, before we get to the main bulk of stuff, I'll just show you the sort of peripheral things I have, because this case has a little side door thing that opens, and that's how you get to the CD drive and stuff. So I only have one CD drive thing. I'm on about getting a Blu-ray drive eventually, just so I can watch Blu-rays and stuff, but for now that's fine. The great thing about this case is that it doesn't really have a screw system as such. Well, it kind of does. It has these little screws here, but the main bulk of it is actually held on with just these clips. And that's what actually holds in your drives and stuff, so it's actually pretty good. Okay, now we'll get on to the main bulk, and as you can already see, the computer's very blue, so yay. So here is the main bulk, and you see there's a nice blue light up there. I like going with blue, but I think the blue and white looks really nice together. It's very winterish. So yes, this is my graphics card, as you can see, it's very long, and I had to do some struggling to get it in, because as you can see, this is kind of in the way, and I wanted to keep that in because I was originally going to get more hard drives, but then this graphics card kind of literally goes right to the edge. So yeah, that's fun. That was a fun thing to do, trying to get that thing in. I literally had to take that out, that entire cage out, and put in that at the exact same time. But yes, this is, oh, my hand's slipping. This is it's a Vapor X. It's actually a R9 280X, if I remember rightly. Pretty sure that's what it is. Look on the thing, it'll tell me anything I've got wrong. Yeah, I'm not very good at memorising stuff. Over here I've got my wireless card, and then I've got my motherboard, and as you can see, I've maxed out the RAM. Full 32 gigabytes of RAM in this motherboard. And on there I've got the processor, which is an AMD something, whatever. I think it's an FX 8450. I think that's right. I think it's an 8450. Well, that sounds 8350, 8380. Anyway, at the time it was the most powerful one you could get from AMD. Of course, then a month later they came out with something even more powerful. And I have looked at possibly getting those, but apparently they need water cooling to solve that, and that of course I need a bigger case, and those processors are a lot more expensive. Essentially what I'm planning on doing is essentially changing this motherboard and this processor, and eventually I'm going to change it to an Intel one. Because to be perfectly honest, as much as AMD has served me well and done really good for the past, the past years of A&R gaming and all my music production, I have run into roadblocks where I just don't have enough power. And I don't mean as in that kind of power, I mean as in I can't draw any more like power out of the system. It's got to the point of I've hit the wall of what this system can handle, and I did that quite early on. So it's about time. I think it is about time I upgraded a bit. So yes, the case I'm going to be getting is remember rightly, this is like the case at now. I think the case I'm going to be getting is like up to like here-ish. It's a bit big. It's a lot bigger. It's a lot longer and wider and all the other stuff. I'm going to get more fans in that one as well. I might actually take a few fans out of this one, because I am planning to keep this case because I want to have a second computer. So now I've got one computer entirely massively spec'd out for gaming, and then what would essentially be mostly the parts from this I would use for, quite a lot of parts from this I'd use for my music PC, because a lot of time with music PCs you don't need to have that much power, you just need to know how to use it properly. But yeah. Anyway, so yes, this has been a little quick video to just show you what's actually in my computer. Oh yeah, and that's my wireless card. I don't really use it anymore because our current modem's been an absolute pain. So it means that the wireless is really slow, and so I've had to switch to using an Ethernet, which is, as you can see out there, and that's connected to a little plug thing, which is down there somewhere. You can see it flashing. That's essentially what I use for my internet connection right now. So that's one. As I said, excuse the dust. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to clean it out because I've been away, and that will be explained in a few videos' time. So until then, we have been A&R Gaming, and thank you for watching.